just flirted with the idea. And one thing led to another, and Richard and I were having a coffee and listening to some stuff, and we fantasised about the idea. I said, well look, if we did do it, there's only certain people that we can have in this band that do it, so it's all dependent on whether they'd be up for doing it. And this gentleman on my left, or your right, it wouldn't work without this guy. I mean, in my opinion, Magnum's best ever drummer. And certainly the best drummer I've ever played with. So my first phone call was to Micky. So then I called Neil Murray, and Neil said, who else is doing it? I said, well, I sort of fibbed a bit, but I said, well, Micky will do it if you'll do it. And he went, yeah, I'm up for that in principle. And then I phoned Micky back. He said, yeah, I'm up for that in principle. Etc, etc. And every phone call I made is the band we've got now.
I listened to some of the old stuff, took a trip down memory lane, and of course Neil was doing it. And I'd been playing with Neil for a couple of years with Bernie Marsden, and he was a great bass player. And having listened to some of the old stuff, I just thought, well, it'd be quite interesting to have a bash at this again. You know, see if the suit still fitted, as it were. It did. It was quite fun learning the stuff, and it's been fun playing.
He was under Chris Uzi. Played with the guy several times, and he's got some great qualities. And as I say, we went looking for a Bob Catley clone or look-alike, but somebody that could obviously sing and put the songs over it equally as well, but in his own way. And everybody's doubts or concerns were instantly answered on the first note he sang at rehearsal. You know, it's just fantastic. Lawrence, of course, filled in for Tony on back in 1984 on the 11th Hour tour, when Tony was taken ill, and completed the tour. So there's another legacy with Magnum, plus the fact he's a stunning guitarist.
I'd got no idea what he was like as a player, so it was a very pleasant surprise when he first struck up at rehearsals, because he's actually pretty damn good.
Mo Birch has done so much stuff with Magnum over the years. In fact, she did demos with Magnum before I even joined the band. You probably remember that in the studios there in Birmingham and stuff. So Mo goes back a long way with Magnum. So, you know, we've got 5 people that share a legacy with Magnum. One can't underestimate the tightness and the complexity of the Magnum classics, and I think he'd opened a couple of people's eyes. As Neil said, you know, he'd never played a Magnum song or really listened to one all the way through before. And typical Neil, he came to rehearsals probably the best rehearsed out of all of us. And you go, no, it's another bridge there before we go to
playing tribute to Tony Clark in songwriting, and
yeah.
You know, Richard's term in the band marks enormous lifetime in the band. I was there for 10 years, and we started playing the music that we were involved in the making of and in the performing of back then.
It's a big responsibility taking these songs on. As I say, you know, they deserve respect, and there's nobody more discerning than a real Magnum fan.
I was really surprised that so many people came up after even the first show and said how much they enjoyed watching us play those songs again after all these years, quarter of a century. And it was quite touching. You know, so, I was surprised.
It was fantastic. I mean, the last few years I've been doing a number of bands doing like very small venues, and to go on a proper stage again was fun. You know, and the audience reaction was great.
No, overwhelming. you know, we couldn't have asked for more. I mean, I remember after the first gig in the dressing room just thinking to myself, I couldn't have asked for more for our first show, so delighted. To get the chance of recreating it to a certain degree. There's only one Bob Catley, there's only one Tony Clarkin, so I'm not taking anything away from those guys. But this is the happiest I've been for a long time.